Hello class 9 children. Now, as you all know, we have started green skills. That is the last unit of part A. Now, I had completed one session in which we studied about society and environment. Now, today I will be starting with the next session, that is conserving natural resources. I've already told you about environment and natural resources. All the things created by God, the nature, they constitute our natural resources. Now in this session you will be learning about the actions that will be taking to conserve the natural resources. Basically, conservation is the proper management of a natural resource to prevent its exploitation, destruction or degradation. And why we are conserving it? We are basically conserving it for our use as well as for the use in the future. So conservation is the sum total of activities which can derive benefits from natural resources, but at the same time we can prevent excessive use of these natural resources. In short, we can say conservation basically means using the natural resources efficiently and less wastefully. Now first of all, we'll discuss about soil conservation. Soil conservation means checking soil erosion and improving the soil fertility by adopting various methods. Soil conservation, these methods include maintenance of soil fertility by adding manures and fertilizers, control on grazing to be allowed only on the specific areas, reforestation, terracing. So reforestation, planting of trees will prevent soil erosion and in itself will be promoting to soil fertility. Terracing means dividing a slope into several flat fields to control rapid runoff water. It is practiced mostly in hilly areas. So basically these practices are done to restore the fertility of the soil. Now next is your water conservation. Water is very essential for our living. So conservation and management of water is essential for our survival plus the survival of plants and animals. How can we conserve water? Growing vegetation in the catchment areas, because what happens, the trees, they hold water in the soil and then it allows water to percolate into the deeper layers of the earth. Secondly is sewage should be treated and should not be released in open waters. The industrial waste should be treated to prevent chemical and thermal pollution. In our day-to-day life also we should use water judiciously. Judiciously means we should not waste water. Then rainwater harvesting should be done for storing the rainwater. Then energy conservation. We use a lot of non-renewable energy resource for our needs. So for conserving the energy, we should switch off the lights, fans and other electrical items when not in use. We should use the tube lights and energy efficient bulbs that can save energy. We should keep these bulbs and tubes clean. We should remove dust on the tubes. We should use pressure cooker to save energy required for cooking. Electrical items such as air conditioners, dryers, they use a lot of electrical power. Use them only when necessary. Do not unuse them. Then food conservation and storage has been practiced to feed the mankind in times of shortage. So food is stored in warehouses on large scale and in refrigerators at home. Sorry. Food is also preserved through various methods to prevent its spoilage. We should not waste food, first thing. And we should preserve it through various methods. Due to harmful bacteria and other microorganisms, the food gets spoiled. So we should prevent its spoilage. Then forest conservation. Forest conservation means retention of the existing forests or creation of new forests. Already man is cutting lot of forests and harming flora and fauna for his own selfish needs. So we should always promote planting of trees, participation of the community living in and around the forest is important for the success of any forest conservation program. So children, these are the various methods of conserving the natural resources. The notes of both session 1 and session 2 I'll be giving you on Monday. So for now, you just see the video, and just next your session 1 and session 2 both are just an introduction to green skills. Why are we studying this in IT? Because green skills we'll be learning about how technology has helped us in maintaining all these resources. So that is all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.